What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and today I want to highlight some upcoming shows and films featuring queer lady characters. So sit back, enjoy the video, and if there are any upcoming shows or films I've missed, please let me know in the comments. It's a Wonderful Knife is a super queer Christmas slasher that's being touted as Scream meets It's a Wonderful Life. Winnie Carruthers is your average everyday teenager who just so happened to save her entire town from a deranged serial killer. But a year after her heroic act, Winnie's life is worse than ever. So naturally, she wishes on the Aurora Borealis to have never been born, and is then transported to a parallel world in which she was never born, and more importantly, never stopped the killer.
Last Christmas still haunts me. Everyone would be better off if I was never born.
It's a Wonderful Knife really is as ridiculous as it sounds. The kills are over the top, and Justin Long is doing the absolute most.
Hi, I'm Henry Waters. You're safe now. He's not gonna get you.
No. Don't like that.
Also, you eagle-eyed Yellow Jackets fans might have recognized Winnie as poor Laura Lee from Yellow Jackets.
I did not.
It's a Wonderful Knife is a mostly ridiculous, super gay Christmas slasher rom-com. It wasn't a great time, but I thought it was an okay time. And you can watch it for yourself December 1st on AMC+.
I was raised on a little patch of heaven, wheat fields and old dirt.
We Live Here, the Midwest is a documentary about queer people living in the Midwest and the specific challenges they face when it comes to, living in the middle of f***ing nowhere.
Midwestern culture has an overall resistance to change. We're just people living in a community. Just two parents and a child growing up in the Midwest.
The documentary follows several families, including a trans mother who was kicked out of her church in Iowa, a gay couple raising their infant daughter in Nebraska, and a lesbian couple and their adult son living in Kansas. Now, I did get a chance to watch We Live Here, the Midwest, and I thought it was fine. It's very standard documentary fare, super simple, maybe too simple. Like, this could have easily been a segment on MSNBC. But even still, it's incredibly uplifting and has a beautiful message. And you can stream We Live Here, the Midwest, December 6th on Hulu. Set in 1964 Massachusetts, Eileen tells the twisted tale of a young woman's obsession with an older woman. And while it's barely gay, it is gay enough to make the list.
I'm Rebecca.
I know.
I don't think I caught your name. I live a little differently than most people. They're probably scared of you.
So if you really want to know what I think about Eileen, you might want to check out my 14-minute long bonus podcast episode over on Patreon, because this movie is something else.
What the hell is this shit?
To be fair, I've read some pretty scathing reviews about Eileen, and I don't think it's that bad. It's just not that good. Although I do have to shout out my girl Anne Hathaway, because she looked fantastic. And, she did her thing within the confines of what the film allowed. You can catch Eileen December 8th in theaters. Such Brave Girls is a quirky British comedy about two sisters and their mom, living their lives, I guess.
Maybe she'll spot me across the room and realise I'm the love of her life.
Don't think so. Sometimes me and Mum forget you're even there when you're standing right next to her.
So this show has been described as a family sitcom that's not really about anything specifically, which is fine. We love a show about nothing, especially if you throw in some queer shit, because it seems that Josie, the main character, develops an all-consuming crush on a woman, despite the fact that she has a boyfriend. I will say the trailer for this show made me chuckle a few times, and I'll probably check it out when it drops December 15th on Hulu. What happens when you combine lesbians, Christmas, and the fake dating trope? The most unimaginatively titled lesbian Christmas movie in existence. Friends and Family Christmas.
Did you even try?
I plan to let Christmas just slide by this year.
You and I were always meant to meet.
The main characters, Daniela and Amelia, agree to fake date each other for whatever reason, and then they fall in love.
Aw, that's sweet.
Now, I haven't watched Friends and Family Christmas yet, but I'm sure it's just as good as any Hallmark Christmas movie.
Granted, the bar was low.
You can watch Friends and Family Christmas December 17th on the Hallmark Channel.
Nothing to do in this summer. To hush my mouth and you still need with a song.
The Color Purple musical film is finally coming out this month, and I could not be more excited. I feel like I've been talking about this movie for well over a year, and now it's finally here.
This ain't me. Hush. We need to look like we belong. Let's see the smile and color. Ooh, sweet and loving God.
At this point, I don't think I need to summarize The Color Purple, but if you do need more context, you can check out my last podcast episode, because even though the screenwriter, Marcus Gardley, has all but guaranteed there will be lesbian activity in the new movie, I will only believe it when I see it. In theaters on Christmas Day. Set in 1935, The Crime Is Mine is a French comedy about Madeleine, a struggling young actress who stands accused of murdering a famous movie producer. Thankfully, Madeleine's roommate happens to be a lawyer, and feminist shenanigans ensue. I will say there's a couple of moments in the trailer where it seems like the movie is hinting that there might be more than just friendly feelings between Madeleine and her roommate, but it is done in a way that feels a bit salacious, so I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being, nothing. You can catch The Crime Is Mine on Christmas Day in limited theaters. A Holiday I Do is Tello Films' latest lesbian Christmas movie, and it's about a single mother/country girl who falls hard for her ex-husband's sophisticated wedding planner.
Oh my God.
I keep running into this woman.
I don't even know her, but there's just this feeling.
A Holiday I Do definitely isn't the worst Tello Christmas movie in existence, but it's also not the best. The plot itself is fine, but for a lesbian Christmas movie, there's just not enough lesbianing for me.
More gay.
Also, the leads have absolutely no chemistry, which is not ideal. But like I said, it's not the worst Christmas movie I've ever watched, so... You can currently rent or purchase A Holiday I Do on Tello's website or app. That is it for the video. I want to give a quick shout out to my newest patrons, Miss Z, Logan, and Raynella.
All I can say is thank you.
I also have to shout out my Big Spender patrons, Angel, Citizen Ruth, Mary, Angie, JC, and Lucia. Also, I want to thank everyone who has been listening to or watching Queer She Said.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me.
And don't forget to let me know which new release you're most looking forward to, and I'll see you in the next one.